What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mark Howard. You know what we do. We talk Cowboys here. That's what we do. Hey, Max Crosby's available. Man, what's going on, NFL? Man, we got to talk about this. Should we go after him? If you don't know, if you're under a football rock and not knowing what's going on, Max Crosby, the big defensive end that had been agreed to in principle between the Raiders and the Ravens on a trade. They gave up 2 first rounds. They upped the ante from us because we were getting a 1 and a second round, which was a steep price, but we weren't going to go any higher than that. And Baltimore came in with a 2 1s this year, this coming draft and following year, 2027. The Raiders took it. And then once after the physical, the Ravens said, no, we're not going to do that. And they just signed Trey Hendrickson, an older defensive end who's very good too, from the Cincinnati Bengals within the division. They signed him to a deal. It wasn't a trade. But they backed out of that deal, and people wondering why or how. Well, the deals and all that stuff, you got your early tampering. The deal itself was agreed in principle. You got to remember, they agreed. Didn't say signed. You got to look, when you look at those news tickers and things like that, when they say they agree to a deal, doesn't mean they sign. Now, typically, when they say they agree, it's pretty much a done deal. You're just waiting, like they were doing, waiting for the time when you can sign, which started today. It just started and opened up where things are etched in stone, an hour ago. Just an hour ago, 4 o'clock Eastern time. And it's 5 o'clock Eastern time now. So, as we speak on this, but they decided to back out of that deal. The Raiders are not very happy about it, but the Raiders said they're just going to go ahead and move forward and let him rehab. The situation there, and I'm bringing all this up because, again, we need to replace D and help. We definitely it looks as though we definitely made a play, or at least gave some inkling to say, hey, what would make this deal happen to get Max Crosby? They've been talking about us trading for Max Crosby since the trade deadline of the season, last season. And so now he had a meniscus tear that he had some surgery done on, which everybody knows. Everybody knew. You can't hide it. But apparently when he got there to Baltimore, the doctors checked him out. They saw some things they didn't like, so they decided not to go for it. That's a little bizarre. The Raiders are feeling like, yeah, he probably wasn't fully recovered yet. He's still in recovery. But I think that obviously with that, and most anybody else figures, there's something else. And I'm not saying whether somebody's trying to play games, but there's something else that made Baltimore say it's not worth it. Probably not just worth it because of you giving up those picks. You're expecting a few years of high production out of them that they feel like that probably won't happen. Do the Cowboys sign? Do we do so? Doesn't look like the Cowboys are going to make a move, but again, I think right now everything is coy. Of course, the Raiders said, we're going to go ahead and move forward with him. We're going to go ahead and rehab him and move forward and keep him. And of course, nobody's acting like, oh, well, we'll take him, because then that ups the ante. That's, as Lady Gaga was saying, can't read my poker face. Cowboys have made some moves, though. They are making some splash moves compared to what they normally do. They've made some splash moves here in free agency. We'll go over that. So they make one move that's in-house to recoup somebody. Not a big splash, but Sam Williams, the defensive end, they kept. They did a 1-year deal with him worth $3 million. That's low level, and they could get out of that and release him without a big hit to the salary cap if he doesn't pan out or show to be good during training camp. They could do that at any particular time, so it's not hurting them there. But new additions of players that they brought in, again, need of safety. They brought in some veteran safety play. Jalen Thompson out of the Cardinals. Jalen Thompson, he does a 3-year deal with about $33 million, is reported here. This guy's been pretty good. I watched some film of him, and he's very versatile. He can play out in coverage, back like a free. He can come up like a safety blitz. He's strong, makes tackles, makes plays, both of the plays. A very good splash safety that definitely is a total, complete upgrade to Donovan Wilson. Just ready to move on. And so Jalen Thompson, I like That's a good pickup there. Also at safety from the Denver Broncos, they got P.J. Locke. P.J. Locke is pretty good. He's probably, to me, from what I'm looking at, he's more free back in coverage where Thompson can do both. As he talked about multiple, I'm not saying that Locke can't play up or play within the box area, but and cover. I think he's more coverage talented, so he could be a slot, also another slot DB in that situation. So, as I said before, Cowboys defensive Coach Parker, defensive coordinator, so they want multiple. They want players that can be multiple. That means they can do more than one thing. Versatility. He is pretty good, and also Locke is familiar with Coach Parker at his time previously in Denver. So that usually happens. You're going to get players that know the system, that can play one, but also can come in and know the system, pick up the verbiage. And that also helps teach others to understand. Jalen Thompson is just a talent. You don't know much about him as a talent because the Cardinals ain't worth a damn. But he's a talented player, a young player still as well. Other pickup, Atito Agbania, a defensive tackle, and he agrees to a one-year deal worth $3 million. He was coming from the Chargers, so he's pretty solid, pretty good, a veteran player. We do have defensive tackles. The Cowboys did let go of Perion Winfrey. I didn't talk about the report that they did let go of Perion Winfrey. I do think they can re-sign him, but it was a salary cap casualty. I don't think he's going to be, with his injury, he's not going to be pulled on by a lot of people. So I'm looking to say that if he's comes back, we'll be able to bring him back. We'll be able to retain him on that. Also, brought in another backup quarterback, Sam Howell. And he's another backup quarterback over Will Greer or Joe Milton. So they just did a one-year contract. That's just keeping some depth to see for backup quarterback there. They have a quality depth on that end. So that's the move so far. Pretty good. A lot more than what they've done before. I think people are looking for some more splash players, maybe a headlining type of player like a Max Crosby. I don't think we're in the Max Crosby business. I've called for the trade. My guy is who they won't get over there in Cleveland. And so I think we're going to, I know we're not done. That's day one in this sense. But I think the thing is that so far we've made some moves. Best move, though, right now is Jalen Thompson and even P.J. Locke at safety. Doesn't mean we can't draft at safety as well. But I like what they're doing so far with that. You guys tell me what you think on that tip. So right now, I can say so far, day one, the Cowboys have been active. Turn over new leaf. They're looking at the window of Dak Prescott. This is going to be his better years, better prime years. You got quality receiver play on offense. The offense looks to be in great shape. We can't assume anything, but always could be tweaked. But right now they have talent. Defense is the main thing. So making a move in free agency is smarter because you want veteran players. Rookies are going to make mistakes. They're going to give up certain things because they don't know. Again, didn't get Max Crosby. Don't know whether the Cowboys will make a play for him. Could be a mid-season thing. I don't know. Doesn't look like we're going to get my guy in Cleveland. That's Myles Garrett, basically. I'm talking about. That's a dream pick for me for us to make a trade, make a move on. He's be a hit in the salary cap. But they're making moves. They're going to make some more restructuring moves to free up more in the cap. They can do some releasing. I think right now they're in good shape to know what they can do and free up and take a lot of pressure off their draft picks, their draft pick choices. And now I'm taking pressure off their draft pick choices, but also taking pressure off the draft picks at certain positions. Still like to see if we can get Caleb Downs. I know my friend out there who's a Cowboys fan figures Sonny Styles. We're out the Sonny Styles business. He's going to be long gone before off of the scouting combine. But scouting combines do give a nice little bit of juice, but all that's been a while ago. That's right now at this point, that's been eons ago. we'll see. We'll see how the draft unfolds. Right now, Cowboys look good. They're looking like they're making some aggressive moves, some assertive moves to upgrade this defense majorly. It needed it. And get under the cap to be prepared for it. So I'm liking what's going on. I'm feeling good on that tip. We'll be following more news. I think there's definitely some more moves that the Cowboys are going to make here in the next week or two, here within this week for sure, and probably later next week as well, and then get prepared and be able to be in a good position in the draft. So that's how I see it. That's how I like it. I like what they're doing. Tell me what you think. I like what the Cowboys are doing. Doesn't prove anything, but this has been different. Why I like it, because it's been different. Over the last couple of years, it's been different than what they've done, because status quo hasn't been working. It ain't going to work. It's not going to work. So, hey, hit subscribe. Tell me what you think. Give a thumbs up, thumbs down. Let me know what you think on some of these picks, some of these moves. Appreciate you guys for checking in. Again, my name is Mark Howard, and we talk Cowboys here. We'll see you next time.